It seems like now every time I get on Snapchat, it's like midnight, and I'm always naked. But that's besides the point. So just a quick recap for anybody who probably hasn't been watching my Snapchat story. I got in an accident, and my bike's messed up, so I had to walk today. While I was walking, I was thinking about the whole accident situation, and something was bothering me about it. I had this feeling like I was missing something. And then on the way to work, I almost got hit by a car. And what's funny to me is that same spot that I almost got hit by a car today is the third time that I almost got hit by a car in that same spot. The thing is, it don't even be my fault. I'm like crossing the street and people decide they want to turn as I'm crossing the street. And the person today gonna get mad at me when I run across the street. I'm already halfway there. But at this point, I'm mad all over again because I'm like, dang, I can't even ride my bike without something happening. Now I can't even walk down the darn street without about to get hit by a car. Still ain't learned a lesson. My initial thought was that the Lord was telling me I don't need a bike because this is the second bike I had in like 6 months and something keep happening to it. And I was talking to my homeboy about it at work, and he was like, you gotta be careful out there because somebody I know died from crossing the street, got hit by a car. And I was thinking that the lesson itself was that life is precious, which I already knew, but I kind of forgot that in regards to myself. Like ever since I started riding a bike, I kind of been living more dangerously. Cause like every time I did something before the car accident, it was just me involved, so I didn't care as much. Like when the car accident happened, it bothered me that this was the first event that involved somebody else. It was like something just don't sit right with me. It really wasn't until I got home and was talking to my mom about it that it actually hit me what the lesson I was supposed to be learning was. And it's like the whole time I just needed to be more careful with what I was doing. But like I said, I never really thought about danger in regards to myself. I never thought of myself as indestructible, but I kind of had this delusion of grandeur that everything will work out when honestly it probably wouldn't. Like if I learned anything, when God tried to tell you something, the examples just get worse and worse until you either end up dead or you finally learn your lesson. Like I had to sit back and think, like, the next time something like this happened, I could either end up in the hospital or I could be talking to God about it personally. And thinking about that made me think about I have to I really have to change my views about life. Something I've been thinking about for a while anyway, but this situation specifically made me really think that it's about time that I start changing the way I live life. Like the way I handle situations, eating definitely, and the way I deal with people and emotions. Like I do feel like I probably always fit the like lovable idiot category. Like I done messed myself up, but still I want to live to be able. I would love to be able to sit back and look at times like this where I was such an idiot and just living. Also thinking that this is kind of like another message from God telling me that I need to start listening to Him more. It's just, I guess, something I haven't been doing. I'm not sure how fast I'll adjust to changing, but I know that from this day forward, I need to, for my own good. Part of me, part of getting on Snapchat to talk about this was to tell you guys about it and then kind of give you like an example. I guess an example of realizing it's time to change. I think. I think that's all I have to say for now. I'm gonna go take a shower and stuff and go to bed. So I don't like how it always gets darker. I don't get the lighting on this. So I just woke up from a nap like 20 minutes ago because I was tired. But that's not what I'm gonna talk about. 2 days ago I was talking about how I'm trying to live my life a little different and also work on my feelings and stuff like that. The next day was so weird for me because it was like I started seeing the world differently. Like my eyes were more open than they used to be, which I thought was a good thing. But like I walked into Wendy's and like the store seemed bigger and some spoons seemed bigger. I felt like I was high or something. Like after that, well, like the next day, things seemed like it was back to normal. Like it's the same, but it's not. Like my head seems like a lot clearer about things, and I really getting a good handle on my feeling. What the heck? Go Empire, you won't be my own. Your goal will be my goal. Where you go, I will go. I'll take care of your religion. And I wasn't even gonna post that last post. I was just kind of recording to see how I sound, like actually. But back to the story. But just posting even that is kind of an example of, to me, of how I've been changing. Because I know that me in the past wouldn't have done that. Like if y'all seen when sometimes I dance shirtless on Snapchat, and I've been posting like shirtless pictures on Instagram too. Like I also have a better understanding of my emotions, so I can handle them better, I guess I want to say. I'm also learning to explore my feelings and really understand why I feel the way I feel about everything. The only thing is now that I got a really good handle on my own emotions, I kind of lost the feeling of other people's emotions. Like if you remember when I was talking about how I was back in the day with relationships, I was a lot better at handling other people's emotions because I was like right now I can only make guesstimates. That's more for math. Hold on. I can only make guesses based on people's behavior and how they act around like me or other people. But even then, I feel like I have to kind of give myself a disclaimer because I understand that there could be multiple reasons for why a person acts or says the things that they like. Unless you explicitly tell me, I'll probably think about five different other things when the answer is like right there in my face. Personally, I do thrive off like getting to know like a lot about a person because I'm always curious about people and their motivations. Thinking about that actually makes sense why I wanted to be more extroverted so I could get to know more people and learn. But I mean, other than not really talking to people like that, I think things have been pretty good. Definitely in a better place mentally. But I think I said all that I planned on saying. I think so. And I'm wearing headphones because I'm thinking I'm gonna save this Snapchat thing, but I might post it on YouTube, and usually I'm playing music. But yeah, excuse me. I don't know how many people be watching my snaps, but if you're interested, you can talk to me or whatever. But I'm gonna eat. I'm gonna stay up, play my PS4 a bit, and I'll probably be going to bed. So good night.